It is Audiology Awareness Month. What a better time to talk with Audiological Services of Iowa expert Doug Leonard, the audiologist there. And Doug, let's talk about why it's so important that you provide a lot of great benefits to all of your clients there. I mean, you really do want to give them a well-rounded solution to their communication problems. And you've got one patient in mind that you want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, you really need to take your time with a patient when they come in and understand what they need, where they're coming from, what their problems are. And had an experience recently with a patient. He'd actually been in a couple other times to see me for hearing evals. And it was a gentleman that had hearing aids, and I think they were kind of wearing out maybe 10, 12 years ago, decided to kind of go with that over-the-counter route. Now, this is a gentleman who was very tech savvy. I don't think OTCs are good for the majority of patients, especially if you're not comfortable with technology. The other issue with this gentleman is he had a pretty severe to profound hearing loss. And OTCs, over-the-counter hearing aids, were supposedly designed for people with mild to moderate hearing loss. So for someone like him, I don't think it's the best solution. You know, I didn't just hit him over the head with that when he came in.
Sure.
You know, I think he was maybe going to take the hearing eval that I did and go online and purchase hearing aids again, which is fine. We buy things wherever we want.
He was trying to do something about his issue.
He is. And, you know, money, he mentioned that budget was an issue for him. And I understand that we charge more than the over-the-counter devices are. But in his case, you know, we found out he had a pretty severe hearing loss. He also has a big challenge with word understanding. He has a really difficult time hearing his wife, who's had some issues with her voice, so she's not able to project her voice as well. So he had severe loss, really needed things strong to hear him. And then even when things were strong enough, he had poor word understanding. So for somebody like that to hear a person who has a weak voice, really going to need to use something like a partner microphone, which is an option that he can get with his hearing aids. You know, he also struggled with hearing the television because, you know, he could make it loud enough, but the television wasn't very clear. Another option for him then would be some sort of TV streamer, something he could plug into his television that would stream the audio directly to his hearing aids, like headphones. And I don't think he realized the severity of his loss and his word understanding. And I think he just appreciated, hopefully, you know, the information that we provided. I wasn't just trying to sell him something. I told him what his options were. You know, we do demos with people, and we can do demos with all of those things. You know, so I just encouraged him to think about maybe instead of spending money again on something that probably wouldn't give him the same results as more diagnostic or more prescriptive hearing aids could, you know, maybe to consider working with us.
It's a big picture that you have to look at. It's not just, do you have a hearing loss or not have a hearing loss? It's where do you have the issues and the problems? So that's what ASI can tell you. And again, if you want to call, set up an appointment, your initial evaluation takes about an hour is all.
Yeah, the evaluation and the consultation may be an hour and 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depends on what the patient needs. So if they would like to call and schedule that, we'd love to talk to them, John. 792-5933 here in Carroll.
It's comprehensive care, and it'll give you a great idea of where you stand when you talk to the great folks at ASI, Audiological Services of Iowa, about your hearing issues.